There's nobody on there yet. Okay. Do you see that it's live?
No, I don't get there. I just refreshed it.
Hello. We're trying to get the comments pulled up on our computer. So, yeah. If you can hear us, leave a comment below if you don't mind. Just so we know that you can hear us okay.
There we go.
Okay. Can you hear us?
Can you hear
us? Oh, I guess you can because the computer. Okay.
Oh. There we go. All right, there's comments.
Okay. Hello,
Hello there.
everyone.
I can
Say
hear you.
hello.
Hello.
Chris is looking over there. Okay, so we just wanted to jump on and I guess kind of like give a life update for everyone.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, just a lot's been going on, if you can see. Most of the stuff is gone in the house. We had the movers, unfortunately, come this week and take out all of our things.
Yep.
Yeah.
Pretty empty house now.
An empty house. I wanted to wait for everything until we knew that it was really going to happen because, you know, military life, you never know when things are going to change. So we are due to leave in May of some time.
Yep.
So I will be leaving earlier to take care of legal things back home. And yeah, this is going to be a hard one. Okay.
There's people saying hello. Leaving, are you?
Yeah, we unfortunately are, but we will be back. We're already talking about a caravan trip around the entire island.
Yeah.
And then potentially doing like a narrow boat to where it's just Chris and I that come back and just, yeah, enjoy the UK, just him and I, and not have to worry about the kids. And be able to look for a car because that was something that we weren't able to find.
Yeah.
Which is.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah. And then ship it back home on our dime, not on the military's dime.
Yeah.
So yeah, but for another life update, you will be retired from the military.
Mm-hmm.
When?
The official date, when I'm a civilian, will be 1 November.
Yeah. So he will be done with the military and then we can just travel and not have to worry about military life. We still don't know what we're going to do and all of that. So we'll figure that out whenever we cross that bridge.
Yeah, that's kind of what we're thinking about right now is we're going to get back. We're going to travel the States for a little while.
Yeah.
See what we can see. Yeah. And then see what direction it pulls us in. And,
yeah, so we've already planned like taking Route 66 with the kids. They've already all said that they wanted to come with us. So that'll be a fun adventure.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that one. It's been on my bucket list for a while. And like we've talked about before, is we've seen a vast amount of this country, as much as we could while we were here, which made us realize that we haven't seen as much of America since we haven't taken advantage of the time.
No.
So we're definitely going to do that, especially this summer. Just the right time.
We're excited to see, you know, what retirement life is like. You know, maybe another career, maybe be farmers.
Yeah.
That would be so much fun. But I think traveling is where we want to be. I'd always wanted to do Route 66 on a bike. Oh, that would be so much fun. But come along with us when we do Route 66.
Yeah, we're planning on doing it with the camper first.
Yeah.
We'll take the camper and the Jeep. And then, but yeah, one day we'll get a bike and possibly do that. We'll see.
Yeah, so I will go back. And so I think with the videos and stuff, we still have a couple of things planned here. So you're going to start seeing, the UK roundup, and then we will finish, and I will show you my adventure in the United States, because I'll be there a little bit before him. So sad to see you leave. I know.
Enthusiasm, traveling, love your enthusiasm, joy for our countryside.
Oh,
for the countryside.
We love it here.
We truly have. It's
been a joy.
Yeah, and I'm looking forward to seeing different things in the
Hi,
States,
Steven.
and seeing and seeing how it compares, if we can relate it to one of the areas that we've been here, or whatever the case is. So I'm pretty excited about that.
And I want to find community, like it is, like we found here. We found a lot of people that have just been family. What is it?
I want us to stay here.
If it was in the cards, but the military says we have to go back. If one day, one of the questions we've been asked a lot
we can roll into that
is, would we stay here if we were able to? I can't say no, because if we had a beautiful house, or the opportunity to buy a piece of property, I would stay.
We would definitely not push it off the table right away.
It would not. It would be something that we would love to entertain. But property here is way more expensive than it is in the United States, or even in Michigan, for that matter. We've been looking at buying more property with a different home on it. So maybe.
Yeah, like you said, I definitely would like to get into the farming of some sorts, figure out what that is, who knows? We'll figure that out when we get there.
Hopefully some Highland cows.
I would love to have Highland cows. So that's, are we going to stay here?
Yeah.
Or would we consider? Yeah.
I know it is. We were hoping that it would be a little bit longer, but with his retirement, he has a leave, and he has what's called Skillbridge.
Yep.
So it's extra training, right?
Yeah. Well, it's the U.S. government approved it's like a transition period for active duty military members. It's got to be commander approved. It's a great program if you're allowed to get it, or authorized to get it, as long as mission and everything dictates. But it's something to where I'll be working with a company to transition from active duty to the civilian sector, working on getting the skills, resume building, all that good stuff, to where I can be more marketable on the outside to what a regular civilian job would want, instead of just the military. So I'm looking forward to that.
Military life is totally different than civilian life, and what the
expectations are.
Expectation management.
Yep.
Stephen, we are looking forward to sharing them all with you guys. We love it. Andrew, I'm excited to see where you will live in the U.S.
Yes. So are we.
So are we. We know that we're going to take y'all on a trip to Florida, because that's where my family is. And so that'll be one of our trips. We will take you from Michigan all the way to Florida. And then we have the Route 66, and then we're going to take Highway 1 or Highway 2.
Oh, no, you're right. I'm sorry. The Pacific Coast Highway.
Yeah. So Highway 1 up in California to Oregon. And we have a whole bunch planned because we want to take you guys. We haven't seen much of the United States. And I feel like we've seen more of the UK than we have our own country. And not that I am sad about seeing any of the UK. I've absolutely loved it. But being able to, enjoy our country, and hopefully we do as much as we've enjoyed it here, and show you guys some places that we love or that we may not love, because we know that there's probably some of those. Yeah,
there will be. Yeah, that's definitely the goal, is to see as much as we can and to share it too. I'm excited.
I love the Yorkshire Dales. The Yorkshire Dales were such a treat for us. Almost getting stuck in the snow will always be with me. It will be something that I remember forever.
Yeah, definitely need to have the a 4x4 or something like that. Or we'll be taking out a lot of snow in Michigan, but we'll have the more suited vehicles than we had when we went to the Yorkshire Dales.
Yeah, so in the US, we have all of our vehicles waiting for us, and it's going to be a complete shock trying to drive over there again. It's I'm going to get my driving under me before Chris does because I'm going back. And so I'm a little nervous that I'm going to be going up to the Upper Peninsula by myself. And so I have to cross over a big bridge. So I will take y'all along with me. Scaredy Jess is driving on a bridge that you can see through, and I'm a little nervous.
Yeah. And then one of the other questions we had was, do you think America will be different when you go back from when you left it for the UK?
Oh, yes. The US is going to be extremely different.
Yeah, and especially too for our situation, we left from North Dakota and we're going back to Michigan, so there's going to be state to state differences too. So there's definitely going to be differences, and we'll talk about those too.
Yeah.
Probably on our drives and such.
Oh, it's going to be so. I hope you enjoy your time in Indiana and Chicago. That's going to be fun.
No, so I will not be I will be on what's known as Terminal and Skillbridge, which is I'll still be assigned over here, but I'll be starting that transition process.
Oh, thank you, Chris. We hope, you come along with us and stay with us because the UK will be in our hearts forever and will be, I feel, my home away from home. Yes, we will do a reverse culture shock for sure. It's going to be weird. The food difference is going to be quite shocking to us. We are looking forward to Mexican food. That has been one thing that I have missed. So, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. We enjoy it from the States pretty well.
So, does anybody else have any questions?
I think we got most of them. Let me take a quick scroll.
So, with me going back, Shane will go with me and help me try to move some things around. And so, yeah, wish us luck. I am terrified to go on a plane by myself with everything that's been going on with planes right now. Yes, yes, I will keep on the right.
Yeah, that's one of the good things that we're splitting the kids so we can have Shane in her ear saying stay right, right, because that's what we did, stay left when we were over here.
So we're going to get a P.O. box when we get back. That is one thing that I'll get hooked up whenever we get there because we will not have a permanent residence right away. So we'll be living in our camper. So we'll get that. And I'm gonna so miss it here. It's
definitely a bittersweet time frame.
I have not been sleeping well at night. This whole thing, I've been keeping a smile on because if not, this is going to turn into a bummer video, and that is not what I want. There's no time to cry because I know that we will be back here to go on a grand adventure. So So is there any other questions?
Let's see, what was it? They were asking, I think somebody tuned in late as far as when we're leaving. We're taking off in May. Jess will be leaving a little bit before I will. And then we'll be back
in the US. Yeah, so we'll be going into Michigan and going and taking care of my car and then going up to the Upper Peninsula, taking care of some legal stuff, and then going to pick up this man and Colette and all the dogs from Chicago. Yeah, it's definitely a trip ahead of us. That's the biggest thing. I'm gonna miss the people. The people? Yeah, the people here are just, they have warmed my heart. Yeah. Like today, I'm gonna miss the weather. Oh yes, it's beautiful outside right now. I think also our adventures. We've learned so much here that about the agriculture, about the food, just about the people, your culture. I'm gonna miss that truly.
Yeah,
and the cutting up with people, the jokes and how people are just, they interact with each other. It tickles me.
yeah, getting to be immersed in the culture where we're living at,
Yeah.
talking to the farmers, understanding different things that, you know, the questions that I've had for a few years now as far as how the food system works,
Yeah.
how everything's going, and getting them to explain it to me, how it works over here.
Yeah.
You know, it encourages me to do a little bit more research on how the United States treats their food and all of their products that way. And I've been able to learn quite a bit because of that.
And I just want to say that we have exceeded all of my expectations for what our channel has done with subscribers and with all of your support. And we absolutely owe everything and all of the thanks to you guys. You guys have warmed our hearts and have taught us so much and have just made sharing so much fun.
Yeah, it started out as, you know,
as just us documenting things.
Right. So we could look back on it when the kids are out and we're back in the States and doing whatever, just so we could flip through and see some of the places we've been, and it's evolved into what it is today. And I think it's been
pretty
so rewarding
fun
for us, and hopefully just as rewarding for everybody that's able to see through our eyes the country over here.
Yeah, and even if you poke fun at us, I hope you laugh and you learn maybe what not to do, or you know, just some crazy Americans just trying to live their best life in England and the UK. It's just, this ride has been such an amazing adventure.
Yeah, it's been wild, not what we expected at all. But I mean, that's the way the world works. God's got a plan, and we're following it.
No more narrow lanes, no.
Yeah, well, I'm sure there'll be some, but definitely not like they are.
It'll be dirt roads for us.
Yeah,
that will be the narrow lanes that we get to drive down until we come back.
Yeah, beef Wellington. I have not had one yet.
No.
If we have any recommendations, let us know. Maybe that'll be our final trip somewhere.
I hope. We have looked on every menu and we cannot find it. And I do not trust myself to make it because I would not do it justice. And then poor Chris would be like, "Oh, babe, I think you messed it up."
We love America.
Oh well, I hope, you know, that people come with kindness and they come with appreciation and open minds. Hello. Do you guys
have any regrets or wishes? You've done something. You
so many things.
Chance. That's what, beef Wellington.
Yeah. So I wish we were able to, with him being active duty and working a regular job, we weren't able to stay at places for super long periods of time. I wish we would have had more time, but that's just the way of life. You don't have that. What is that?
So thank you so much for your great videos. I've loved them. As a Brit, I used to live in both Norfolk and Suffolk. Thank you. Oh my Lanta.
Oh my Lanta. Yes. So we appreciate you guys. Like, truly, it has been quite an adventure.
Yeah, reverse culture shock.
We will. Yeah, the reverse culture shocks will be when both him and I are back together. So there may be a little bit of a like break in, you know, you'll see UK content and then US content, and then we'll do a sit down video once we get situated. Hopefully we'll be able to walk y'all around the camper and maybe do another live and let y'all know maybe another US life update is kind of what we're hoping.
Yeah.
Chris, did you see any planes?
No. No, we didn't make it up to the mock loop. That would have been something really fun to check out, but unfortunately we did not.
Are you taking back?
Is the IBBC on your agenda yet? What's the IBBC?
Oh, the up in what is it? Lincolnshire.
Oh, International Bomber.
Yes.
British Bomber Command, maybe?
So we hope. I've been meaning to email you. But with movers that we've been dealing with, that has not been,
International
yes, the International Bomber Command
Center.
Center.
That makes sense.
So, yes, I will reach out to you.
Gimsby.
Gimsby, yes.
Yeah, okay. Pig and Whistle Restaurant.
Okay. Oh, I will look it up.
For Wellington.
I will definitely look it up. It's just this whole thing has been a whirlwind. This last probably month has been appointments and
scheduling
things,
trying to figure out
and
timelines,
trying to make the house, I guess go through all of the things in our house to, okay, what are we taking? What are we not taking? That has been.
It's been a process because obviously we do it every time we PCS, but for the retirement, we try to do a bigger purge because we don't want to start off retirement with just a whole bunch of everything else.
So we do have a trip to Scotland once more before we leave. So that will be mine and Shane's last hurrah here. So I wanted to go and see Scotland one last time before I left. So.
Yeah, we've got. We're gonna pack it pretty well as best we can. If you have any suggestions, let us know. We'll be up in the Highlands.
Yes, in the Highlands, and we are going to. I think we're gonna try and hit the one or two of the passes.
Yeah, at least one of them.
And then there's like the coast.
Applecross,
maybe.
I think that's.
And then we're gonna try and see like the Highlands that are like roaming loose.
Yeah, so give us any tips on that. We heard it's not necessarily on the pass, but it's down to the right or left or something.
So we've tried.
We definitely want to get to see those while we're there. That would be fun.
We're trying to make the plan to get there. So yeah. Does anybody have any other questions?
Do the friends of Chris's from the base ever go to the places that you visit? And what were their thoughts? Yeah, we've had a couple people reach out, but it's really we just kind of talk about wherever anybody's going. So it's we try to encourage people to get out there as much as possible.
You've told a couple of people from your squadron that places that we recommend. Mm-hmm. So they've never said that, hey, we went off of your recommendation, but we try to encourage people to get out and to go and see things because living here is just, I guess, opened our minds to a lot of things that we didn't know we needed our minds open to.
Yes, definitely was something that we needed.
Yeah, we definitely needed this, and I'm thankful that this was our last base. Mm-hmm. Not the easiest to retire from an overseas base. I do not recommend, if you were military, I do not recommend it. It is not for the faint of heart, but
there's a lot more hoops to jump through.
But if you're over here and you're American, I definitely recommend, if you have a weekend, get out and drive and go and see something because you will not regret it.
Yeah.
And do not be shy to ask questions, and how to pronounce things, because I don't know how to pronounce things and Google lies. Yeah. Google is not truthful. And also get a map. Because sat nav goes out all the time. Get a map.
Yep. Yeah, plot that through or have it already in your destination to where it's already saved. That way, if you fall off, don't have service reception, it's able to get you back. We forgot a couple times. No.
Totally fine.
We didn't get lost.
It was all part of the plan. So I think with everything that is happening, I'm not looking forward to leaving, but I am excited for this next chapter. I know that it is something that has to happen, and I just have to believe and have faith that everything happens for a reason. And if we're meant to come back here, it will happen when it is meant to happen. And us leaving is not when we thought we were going to be leaving, but
Yeah.
everything happened the way it was supposed to, with everything that's going on in the US, everything that's going on with my grandmother, or both of my grandmothers. So that is why we're going to make a trip down south so we can go and see family that we haven't seen in over 5 years. So
Yeah.
it is a needed adventure. But yeah, this next chapter is going to be wild. So we hope you come along.
Yeah, we've been aiming and planning mostly for our transition, and then when it's on the backside, we'll figure that out. There's a couple questions. One of them was, did you have the opportunity to travel to Europe at all?
No. So I feel like too many people use this as a hub and to go off, and they don't really truly appreciate the island and the countries that are on this island, because there's just so much to see here, and I did not want to leave and regret not taking the opportunity to see as much as we possibly could.
Yeah, and on that note, I know, yes, there's obviously going to be places that we weren't able to make, but we can't say that we didn't try.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of the biggest thing that we were able to take from this whole endeavor.
Yeah.
The next one was, what drink are you drinking? Alcoholic?
No, I wish. I have toned down drinking. So this is my coffee, and it's in my travel mug because we don't have anything.
Yep.
We are living out of suitcases and on top of mattresses, and we still have our handy dandy seats. But those will be picked up at the end of this month, to meet us in the United States. So these seats will travel with us. So when we have another life, we can sit in them. Yes. So it's been, I don't want to leave. I don't want to leave, but I want to leave. I want to go and hug my family, because my sister is moving. So yeah, we just have a whole lot going on in the US right now, and going back and trying to help family out is kind of what we need.
Yeah, I do agree with that.
Yeah. Do we have any more questions?
Just one, do you expect to be here for longer? And we talked about that.
Yeah, we expected to be here a little bit longer. So we weren't supposed to, I guess, technically leave until October of sometime, but with him having leave and retiring, and then having the Skillbridge, it's like a transition period. They, with everything, how it lines up, he needs to use his leave or he loses it. Yeah. So, if the military is going to give you leave, free days of pay, we're going to take those.
Yep. So, what was the next one? Are you using shipping box or shipping container? So the military comes and they pack all that stuff up. We
just had a company, a local company, come and pick up all of our things, and they ship it back to the United States for us.
Quick hello from France.
Hello, France.
Oh, and that is part of it too. When we do plan on coming back, we do want to
go over to mainland Europe, and I would love to see things that we've never seen and never even thought of being able to see. Yeah. So yeah.
Have you got, or will you get a UK tattoo?
Oh, I do. I have one. This is my tattoo for the UK. So it's the thistle, the English red rose, the daffodil, the shamrocks, and the poppies, and the what are they? The bluebells. So yeah, that is my tattoo for here. A lady in Lake and Heath Village. She is a military spouse. Amazing. Yeah. I will link her in the description of this video after we get off. If people are looking for an amazing tattoo artist, that is who done it.
Yeah, I didn't get one for England, but I got one done here as well.
Yeah, so we have things.
Great work.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm just logged in. Take it, leave it. I take it you're leaving much sooner than assumed. Yep.
Yep. So we are leaving a lot sooner than we were planning. But I think it's for the best because then Shane will be able to start his college when we get back to the US and what he wants to do and be able to move out and start his lifelong dreams. And then Colette will be able to finish school and then go to college of her dreams. So, yeah. And we'll probably bring her back to tour some culinary schools as well, if that's what she desires. So, yeah.
I'm discovering that if you treat retirement like a job, then you can't fail to enjoy it. Yeah,
Yes.
that's what we're looking at too. Is with
Yeah.
the retirement is just doing something that we really enjoy and that we want to do together. So yeah, that's pretty much what we're looking at.
Yeah, can y'all hear Chris good? He talks so quietly, so I get worried that y'all can't hear him because I talk a little louder.
I don't know why the comments aren't coming on this one.
I don't know.
Yes, we can. See, I sound okay.
Okay, good.
The
It's just me being loud,
other question was, are we
like
going to
the
be
normal Americans.
eating lamb when we get back to the States?
Yes, that is going to be like something that we will have all the time.
Yeah, definitely. We know some farmers up there that we're gonna reach out to and get some of the locally grown stuff, and then maybe do it ourselves.
Yeah. So the people that it's called Uper Country Farm. We absolutely love watching them, Mac and Jose. And so we're going to support their farm and all that they do. And we're going to become members of, I guess, their farm, their CSA. And so, yeah, we're so excited to be able to support local and become part of a community up there of just people.
And their mission too with their food is they're very considerate and thoughtful with how they grow the food. It's not let me just put mass chemicals on it just to get the biggest yield that I can. It's let's take care of the soil, let's take care of the plants, let's do the thing. So something that we really agree with.
Yeah.
So yeah. Hold on, I missed one. Did you get Morris Minor? No, unfortunately.
No, I wish. So we looked at a couple, and they had a little bit more rust than we were wanting, and then they have to be shipped over to the United States, and I was just worried about the sea
corrosion.
The corrosion, and I was just worried it would cause more damage. So
and
hopefully when we come back.
Yeah, and that was one of the other things too, is that it would have had to been my daily driver back and forth to base, and I didn't want to mess up the suspension because we happened to go on a rough road on the way to and fro. So I didn't want to mess up something like that and then have to just work on it as soon as I got there. So if we come back and find one, then
yeah. Hopefully.
Hopefully
we can find
the U.S.
Yes, we will. And then we'll also show you, when we get to our final property, we'll show you around there, and then I'll show you my flower farm. I won't bore you with my flower farm. That I'll create another channel for that. But yeah, that is my lifelong dream, is to be a flower farmer. So, and I'm going to live out that dream.
Yeah.
It's something that I, being here and seeing all of the farmers and all of the flower farmers here, I've just absolutely fallen in love with it. And that is going to be something that I do. Yeah. Have my poppies and my English red roses and all of the things that remind me of England, and then some things that remind me of the United States as well.
Someone said they were going to ask you about your flowers. Yeah, we didn't get any for here.
No, I know. I don't have a vase. They would die, and that is not what I'm about right now.
Flower farming sounds amazing.
Yes.
A fan meetup before you leave?
We would love to meet you guys. So we've had people that have come up to us and asked us if we're if we're Jess and Chris from Daydreamers Barn or Daydreamers Bound, and we always say yes. We always love meeting you guys. So if you see us out and about, please, we're just normal humans, just regular Joes. But yeah, so I think it would be cool to have a meetup, but with me leaving so soon and then our trip to Scotland, I don't know if that would be.
Yeah, we
But
got a lot
maybe
of
when
things
we
going
come
on.
back,
So
we can plan something.
that'd be fun.
That would be pretty fun.
Yeah.
Maybe meet up at a hall or something.
Yeah.
We could try to work on that.
Yeah. Let's see. Will you miss the beer? Yes, I will miss the beer. I will.
I don't drink much anymore, as I've said earlier. I've cut back on drinking. Yeah.
Yeah. But I will definitely miss the real ale.
Yeah.
I can't get that in the States, so yeah, I'm definitely gonna miss that for sure.
Yeah.
Let's see. I think that's more or less the questions that I can see without them coming up on the screen.
4,000 people in that one hall. Okay. Yeah, so all of our comments are
Miller
not
Lite is
on
not cut.
here anymore. No, we do not like Miller Lite.
We will get the American IPAs and stouts back there though, so I'm looking forward to those as well.
So there's a local brewery in the Upper Peninsula. It's called
Upper Hand Brewing.
Upper Hand Brewing. If y'all like beer, that is a good beer. If y'all ever go up to the Upper Peninsula, Michigan, go and try their beer. They're good. They're good people too.
Yeah, highly recommend.
Highly recommend.
Don't forget the kettle. Yep, we've already got one back
there. Yep. Getting one. I've already squared that away in the United States. Don't worry. I just got to find my beans so I can have beans and toast,
Do you follow any sports team while we're here? We watched a little bit of rugby, but nothing.
I like rugby.
we didn't find like a specific team to follow, but we did enjoy watching the rugby while we're here for sure.
Yeah, rugby, and I wanted to go to a couple of horse races, but I never got into it.
It didn't work out.
No. Yeah. See, rugby's pretty elite.
You pilot in the Air Force? No, I'm not a pilot.
No. He's just regular old Joe.
Yep. Nothing crazy.
So I did want to ask, would you all be interested in seeing the Chris's retirement ceremony? That is something that it's going to be a big to-do. And so I was just wondering if y'all would be interested in watching that. I think we may share that on our Facebook page.
Yeah.
I don't know if we'll do it live on YouTube, but I know that if you go over to Daydreamers Barn on Facebook, that I'll be able to do like a live over there and be able to, if you're interested. I don't update it as much as I would like.
Bunch of yes came through.
Okay, so y'all will be able to see a military retirement. Chris, my dad's gonna be the one that is putting it on, and then my brother-in-law,
the presiding official,
our brother-in-law, will be the one that is, doing that. So
so it'll be fun. A lot of people ask me if we're gonna do the ceremony over here. No, we're doing it back in the States, just because it's really a family event to celebrate with the family. We don't want to have everybody have to fly out here and do everything else, because a lot of them can't.
It's just so expensive.
It's expensive, time framing, all the things that's involved. So we're just gonna try to do a smaller ceremony over there, but then record it so everybody can see it if they want to. But it'll be fun because, like you said, your dad's gonna be the presiding official, and then my brother-in-law is gonna do, or our brother-in-law is gonna do the MC. So it'll be fun.
It will be a lot of fun.
Let's see. Looks too young to retire. Yeah,
so we'll be 40.
I was gonna say it's a military retirement. When you retire from the military, you're not really retired. You're just not doing the military anymore.
I don't know who this person is in the comments saying please subscribe.
Please record it on YouTube. Okay. And then no, I'm not gonna be a cop when I retire.
No,
farmer maybe.
Yes.
That's the goal.
Yes. A farmer and traveling, sharing things on YouTube. So we will continue YouTube until it's not bringing us joy, or if it's not bringing other people joy.
Yep.
That's when YouTube will stop. But I don't see that happening anytime soon because we absolutely love you guys and we hope that y'all come along with us for our crazy American ride. Yeah, it's going to be crazy. What is happening?
What TV will you miss when you go? Any TV shows you'll miss?
Oh, so I watch YouTube. We don't watch live TV.
We did watch, what was that one? We had a couple of them.
So Dine With Me, but I can watch
Yeah.
that on Netflix anytime. And Dinner Date. Those are my faves.
Will you drive your farm
Hello,
vehicles
Adrian. Hello,
on the left side of the road?
Yeah. Will I what? I
left
don't want to
side of
drive
your
on
private
the.
roads.
I will be driving on the right side of the road, so I don't get a ticket. In here I will be on the left. In
Yeah.
the U.S., I will be on the right.
And that is one of the things we noticed is that back in America, they don't drive their heavy equipment on the roads as much as they do here.
Yes. The farm equipment?
Yeah.
No.
So we'll drive it when we need to, but not as much. So
no. So we've seen a lot more like the big tractors driving on the like where exits and stuff
right,
are.
the highways and stuff.
What's
Or
not
the main-
highway?
main-
like a
main
main roads.
roads.
And I'm like, oh, I would be terrified.
Are you a roundabout lover, Chris? Yeah, so I've definitely grown to enjoy them quite a bit. I definitely have. So it'll be interesting. I think one of the big things will be coming to complete stops instead of the giveaways. That's something I've really enjoyed here because in the States it's a stop sign's a stop sign.
Yeah.
You must come to a complete stop. And here you just kind of make sure it's clear and then go. So I've enjoyed that. So that'll be a big adjustment period as well.
Yeah. So I think we've been on for 42 minutes.
Yeah.
And I still have to cook for my family with what utensils and all of that. I have no earthly idea, but I got to figure it out.
Yeah.
So I think we're going to go. We absolutely love each and every one of you. I hope that you continue. What is it?
Last one.
Oh, so we did talk about, I know that we release once every or twice every week, every Thursday and Sunday. We're going to start just releasing on Thursdays or Saturdays.
Sundays.
So, Thursdays or Sundays. So in the like, I'll create a little post so y'all can tell me which day y'all would like, because with us transitioning, I don't want to put out poor videos. I want to be able to give y'all full videos and it be worth something you want to watch. So if you could just let us know, I will put a community post asking a Thursday or Saturday or Sunday, Thursday or Sunday, which would work best for you guys for our video releases. And then once we get back to the United States and we get settled, we'll go back to 2 weeks as long as it works out.
Yeah, we'll really be playing it by ear at that point. So, yeah.
So we love you guys. As always, be good, make good choices, and be kind to someone today. Bye, guys. Oh, how do I end?
Exit.
I don't know.